Have to consistently be proving to the world what our worth is, when really early educators are the foundation of education. Without early educators, what's education, right? The children come to us first and we set them up for success for their life. And you would hope that everybody knows that, but sometimes we really spend a lot of our time proving to the world of that.
Mentioned it, that we're not just teaching children, we're teaching parents too. We're teaching families as well. We're giving them resources and tools.
This plan that the government put forward and has many support behind, because many of these parents have been calling for $10 a day daycare, but if we don't have the staff there, then the plan really doesn't work.
That's it. You pretty much nailed it. It will not work without the educators. And I think it was proven basically throughout COVID how essential early childhood educators are. You know, we saw centers close, all of that stuff that happened, and they had to open right back up because early childhood educators were proven as essential. And yet again, we're unfortunately being overlooked when it comes to increasing in wages and all of those things that we require for this. And, you know, for the most part, we want to be on board for this $10 a day. We know that childcare is expensive. We know that it could be costly, and that's because we're giving the ultimate high quality care, but it just won't work at all unless we get some livable wages for the educators.
It could have been maybe your first placement. I know for me, it was my first placement when I did my first circle time. And there's something about children that make you feel like you're the best singer in the world, right? You sit at that circle time, you're singing your songs, and to you, you sound horrible. But to the children, you sound like Celine Dion.
My story is powerful. My story is powerful. I am in control of my story. I am in control of my story. I will not let anyone control the narrative of my story. I will not let anyone control the narrative of my story. My voice matters. My voice matters.
So she worked at a daycare, and then now she's a teacher. And just see her interacting with kids and the impact she had with the parents, it really inspired me to follow in her lead. And right now, I'm not going to school for what I'm working at right now, but seeing, like, going to work every day is just opening my mind to it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it.
I've been in this field for 8 years now, so with 8 years, there's a lot of different characters, and so a lot of different characters in this room throughout those 8 years, sitting at different tables in this room, including my boy Adrian right here.
All right.
Yeah. So, and this table in particular is where I currently am working at, so I'm grateful for everybody at this table, and everybody that I've worked with in the past, and they've kind of built me into the person that I am today.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Anisha, you've got this. Go get the diapers. Go do this. It's okay. You're just watching. You're completely fine. But it took some of those seasoned professionals to come in and save the day to protect me.
What is an ECEY? What is an early childhood educator? Why?
Okay. Well, I like to describe an ECEY as that very moment you knew that early childhood education was for you. So it may have been an experience with a child, may have been an experience, you know, if you've done placement or in your schooling or specifically with families, but it's that critical moment in your career where you said, oh my goodness, this is for me right here. This is my jam. This is for me. And that ECEY will be the direction of where you take yourself in this industry. So you have to keep reminding yourself of your why. What brought you here? What keeps you here? Let's be real. We're going to get into this as well. Disconnection is a real thing to our purpose and why we chose this field. But your ECEY is basically that one moment where you said to yourself, early childhood education is for me, and I deserve to be here as well.
A heavy one. Address burnout and take care of yourself. A lot of the times when I coach ECEs, I do a lot of coaching and stuff like that as well. Sometimes we don't realize that the reason for our disconnection in the field is actually directly linked to feeling burnout. and we don't actually know that we're going through burnout and what that looks like. I do another session called Battling Burnout, and I talk about how the fact that burnout looks different on everybody. Everybody it looks different on. So addressing burnout and taking care of yourself is absolutely